The purpose for today's video, honestly, is so there wasn't really a purpose when I started, but going through the process of getting everything ready, now I have a purpose for this video. Also, it might get a little bit loud. The gardeners are outside, getting inching closer to my house. I honestly might just get out, like, might say something before they get over here. If not, I don't know. This might be a short live. Anyways, the purpose of this video was we're just gonna push through this. And that's actually kind of relates into the reason why it kind of relates into the purpose of this video. So pretty much I was really upset. I was trying to get everything ready, and I pretty much was getting mad as fuck. I was upset because there was a time where I had my entire setup for these lives completely perfect. I had everything in the place that I wanted it, and then family drama caused me to have to go into a frenzy and pack up all of my belongings and completely break down the set, completely just tear everything down, pack it up. And then when I came back, I had to rearrange everything. A lot of my things were broken or torn apart or just completely out of sorts. And then I just couldn't set it up how I had it before. So then this morning I'm trying to get everything ready. The angle's off, the lighting's off, everything's just fucking off. And I was just getting mad. I got mad. I tore my fucking green screen down. I fucking threw my tripod, threw my microphone, threw my phone. And then I'm sitting there just like crying. And then I'm sitting there like, this isn't going to solve anything. Sitting here crying and complaining isn't going to make everything magically go back to the way it was. And I'm honestly just so fed up with being the scapegoat for other individuals and being the blame for hurting. And I have every right to be upset with past occurrences, especially things that weren't my fault. Mind you, I'm the youngest in my family, so a lot of things that I was blamed for weren't my fucking fault. And it's really tough, like, growing up and trying to tell yourself, like, you have every right to stand behind your word, and you have every right to like stand in your power and not blame and don't blame yourself for the things that have happened to you. No matter if nobody else wants to take accountability for their part, like everything isn't always two-sided. Like arguments, yeah, it takes two to argue, but like sometimes it doesn't. Like you can loathe in your own self hatred or dislike or whatever, but that isn't the best way to go. But you can also, like stand true behind how you feel and stand up for yourself and understand that some things that have happened to you weren't fair. And sometimes you just got to get over it, and you won't get the closure. Sometimes you won't get the apology that you need or that you deserve. And you just got to learn to be okay with it. So I'm sitting here like pretty much I threw like a mini tantrum, and that always happens because like I get so frustrated with how things could have been, how things would have been, how I pictured them to be, and why I feel held back by those types of things. And in reality, it's like the more you dwell on it, the worse you're gonna feel about it. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I picked up my microphone, picked up my tripod. I just found a comfy little corner. Like I didn't set anything up. Like I don't know if you could see it, but that's my closet door that I fucking raged out and punched. So yeah, that happened. That wasn't today either. That was a while ago. But the point is, like, I don't feel like anybody should be taken to those types of limits. And yeah, it isn't the best way to deal with things, but like people don't just lash out for no reason. If they don't, like, most of the time, if you don't have like some sort of like mental disorder, and every fucking therapist and doctor wants to give you a disorder so they can keep prescribing pills to fucking get you to pay for shit. But the point being is like, individuals will literally make you reach your like make you lash out and reach the like limits you shouldn't reach just to see how you react, and that's really fucked up, honestly, I think. But either way, like, you gotta push through it and you gotta persevere, and you shouldn't let your anger, your frustration, or your sadness get in the way of your success. And it's really hard, trust, like, it's really difficult. And it's the, like, for me personally, like, in my experience, I think being vulnerable and talking about it is probably the toughest part, because, like, for one, like, it's embarrassing, and, like, sometimes, like, I think it's easy to get so overwhelmed with, like, sometimes it could be shame, sometimes it could be disappointment, sometimes it could just be the feeling of being betrayed, or let down. But through and through, like, you shouldn't let those feelings overwhelm what you got going on and all the things that you're capable of accomplishing for yourself. So yeah, this was really just like a quick live, because I was honestly just feeling so fucking fed up. Like, I almost just smashed my microphone and it was just about to call quits and smash my fucking iPhone. Like, I was about to just destroy everything in sight. Like, Godzilla style, Hulk style, I don't know, fucking Reptar style, whatever. I was about to go mad, like batshit crazy. And I do think I now have developing anger issues. Like, and that's the thing. Like, people want to be like, oh, like, you were crazy, like, before, and like, oh, you have issues before. No, the fuck I didn't. I didn't. I just had a limit. I had a limit that I kept being pushed towards. I had a limit that I kept being pushed over. I had a limit that people kept taking advantage of. So now it's quick. Like, now, yeah, my breaking point, or my boiling point is so much more shallow than it was, because, like, you can only give patience for so long. You can only be quiet and nice for so long, and you can only be stepped on for so long before you start going fucking mad. And, like, my new course of action for that kind of stuff was just breaking shit, breaking invaluables, breaking cups, breaking dishes, just like pushing plants over. And I think it's fucking stupid when somebody tries to say you're crazy for fucking pushing over a plant, a house plant, something invaluable. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, stupid little shit like that. People will find any reason to fucking blame you for their bullshit and never say sorry, and then constantly hold a grudge against you for the shit that they caused. So, you know, and especially, like, for anybody who's dealt with, like, past addiction problems, past substance abuse, anybody who's dealt with past drinking problems, anybody who's dealt with depression and stuff like that, the same individuals that are saying they want to seek help for you are the same individuals that are probably the cause of why you have those issues. And I've learned that, like, over the years, sometimes really all you actually have in a non-materialistic way is yourself, emotionally speaking. Sometimes that's all you have is yourself. And when people are like, oh, like, just leave her, like, it's best to just leave those individuals alone, it's best to just leave those individuals alone. That individual has constantly been crying for, like, affection and compassion and an actual conversation. Why would you listen to somebody else telling you, oh, it's just, they just need to be left alone, when they constantly are telling you, like, what they have been needing or what they are seeking? And that I think that's the most fucking annoying and frustrating part of everything, is like, when people are like, we don't know how to help and we don't know what to do and da 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 da, when somebody's constantly telling them exactly what they're seeking, exactly what they need, and it's ignored, then it's like, go fuck yourselves. That's how I feel. But yeah, dude, like, it's been a rough morning, and like, I'm still not accustomed to this fucking getting on vlog and talking and whatever. I'm still, like, stuck in my prima donna, pretty princess, like, want to be at like, I just want everything to be perfect before I film. So the the wrong version of me like doesn't get like, so I don't get like misconstrued, or like, so like I'm not perceived a certain way. And now it's honestly just like I could give two fucks. I couldn't care less. It's to the point where like I don't care. It's the internet. There's individuals that are way more open. There's individuals that act way crazier than I do. There's individuals who are way more susceptible to embarrassing themselves. Like, I don't need everything to be perfect. Just to be real and say what's on my mind and just talk. So the point of this was honestly just like, if you have bad feelings in your heart, if you have bad feelings in your soul, if you feel like you can't do it, if you just get frustrated, you get overwhelmed, just push through it, man. Just push through it. Like, it isn't worth it. It isn't worth giving up your success for your seething and negative feelings. It isn't worth it. You just gotta like get through it. And I can't even see the comments, so I don't even know what's going on here with my live, but whatever. I'm kind of over it. I just wanted to like get through this message, and like after this, I'm about to go outside and vape for real. I don't advocate for that. That's just my own coping mechanism. You know, I won't ever advocate for any substance or drinking or anything like that on here at this time, like, because like I've had a history of substance abuse and it isn't easy. And honestly, like I've seen so many individuals get through life without having a drop of anything in their system. They're just clean, clean slate, clean life, happy living, and like shit. And like I aspire to be one of those people. Like, you know, that's my goal, to like not have to feel like I have to suppress my actual feelings with anything other than, you know, like getting through it and fighting through it on my own without feeling like I have to like drown it out, or smoke it out, or fucking pop pills to like lessen the blow, you know? I know that's kind of like too real, but that's like, what the fuck is the point of even like being here and saying I'm gonna be real with you guys and like leaving anything out? And there's so much more that I'm not even gonna talk about now because I'm just not ready for it. But all in all, like the main purpose and the moral of this, like what I really just wanted to say was the part about getting through it and persevering through your downfalls and not letting your past moments and your past anger encapsulate you in a cocoon of like feeling like you can't, or feeling like you should just give up. And to be honest with you, like there's been so many times where I just wanted to give up on everything. I mean, like on everything, to the point of like wanting to end my life multiple times. And I know like a lot of times people are like, oh, like people just say that. Like, no, sometimes it's real. Sometimes it's a reality for individuals. And as sad as it sounds, or like how annoying it is to hear or whatever, it is a reality for some individuals. And it is a reality for some, like some people like really fighting to just be happy and fighting for like the most minuscule the most minuscule things in life, like the most minuscule things that most people like should just have, you know, like respect, or you know, like, and I don't mean like respect like you know, people like completely treating you like you're like top shit or whatever, but I just mean like just the small little things that I feel people are just like obligated to, like, you know, being treated like you're wanted around, or you know, simple hugs, you know, like simple conversations that aren't constantly pitted against them type shit, you know, like. And I've had to do a complete 360 to how I was to now like being somebody that I didn't want to be, and like kind of being the person that I was before, in the sense of like the way that I talk, the way that I interact with people. Like I tried so hard to be like polite and like be someone who just like was just very like charming and like had manners and stuff. And it's like the more that I tried to do that, the more individuals like disrespecting me and made me feel like, what the fuck is the point? Why am I gonna show any courtesy to somebody who's a fucking piece of shit? No point. So yeah, I'm back to this. And honestly, like, I think that's another difficult task in my life, because I didn't want to be back to this person. I didn't want to be back to a rude ass shit talking ass bitch, if I'm being completely real. I didn't want to, but now I feel like I have to. Now I feel like it's like you either do or you get walked all over again and 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 again. So yeah, point is, like, don't let your own mental interfere with where you're going and what you have going for you. And also, if you're going to vlog, choose a time when individuals outside aren't planning on bringing lawnmowers and leaf blowers around. It might be a little bit less frustrating. And try to find like a time where things are calm and quiet and serene and, you know, suitable for whatever you got going on. Anyways, thank you so much for joining my live. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the likes. And thank you for the commentary. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting my channel here on SynthPsyliScx. My TikTok, I believe, is in the descriptions on my profile. If it isn't, I will add it, so you guys can go check that out as well. And yeah, I think that's the only social media I really have connected to my YouTube. Also, if you're ever feeling down, I have some artists you can listen to. Listen to um, Tyler the Creator, Shoreline Mafia, or Pink. Those are some of my top artists. And Snow the Product, she's pretty cool. And I guess Peso Pluma, they're cool. Those are just like the most recent artists that I've been listening to. But like, I rage out. Like, I get mad. And then like I think like the angrier I get, the more like I listen to like not even sad stuff, but like just real music. If people just share their stories, it's like the more I kind of like relate, or like, you know, get a little bit more hopeful for the future. So yeah, you don't have to take my advice. If you do, I really don't give a shit. But thank you so much for joining me here and being supportive. And hopefully I said something that kind of pinged in your mind. Ching, ping, dinged, whatever. And got some sort of epiphany flowing. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Sorry if I seem tired and kind of out of it. I'm really like kind of still in that like zoned out phase where I'm just like tired now. Being angry that's another thing. Being angry takes a lot of energy. Being angry, being sad takes a lot of energy. It's draining. So just try to avoid it. And if you think I'm under the influence, no, I'm not. Like, I'm literally sober. I'm clean, fine. I'm just kind of drained already. And it's only 9:43 in the morning. Like, I'm sure that says enough. So anyways, have a wonderful day, everyone. Hopefully the next video is a little bit more cheerful. But yeah, take care. Do you. Have a great day.